Guy, no volume.
Guy. Which guy? No volume.
Now there's volume because I forgot I had hit mute earlier. So none of anything we just said was heard.
Should we start over from the beginning?
Rewind.
Well,
that was just a bit of...
Take two. Here we go. Let's try this with sound. Yep. James is there. Thank you. We now have sound. I was a putz and I had my light sitting over the button, so I didn't even see that it was toggled off.
You got so much going on. You missed a button. Yeah, hey, you were batting 1,000 up to this. So
yeah, now I'm down to 0, and I'm good with that.
We're often crawling.
Okay, 0 days since incident.
That's
All right. There we go.
I need one of those on the wall. Oh man, it'll never get to 1
because we can't count what happened to GME as part of anything under your control. So
no, that was strictly network. So I don't feel bad about that. Hey James, welcome to the show. I bet you James is getting ready for the film festival because Jeff Voorhees is coming to town, and a certain family member of his loves Jaws. So he's going to be, interacting with Jeff while he's down.
Why are you saying it's so creepy like that?
I don't know. It was started out interesting.
It's almost sounding stalkerish or something.
Let him do what he wants.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Like you're gonna scare the guy away.
Maybe. Jeff or James?
Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
Yes.
moving on.
So back to Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Yes, I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list though to watch.
I liked it a lot. I can't say I quite love it. As I said before, I don't know what's going on.
It's because we are now live and your voice is like, aha,
Yeah,
pay attention.
But there's a few bits that feel a little bit rushed and whatnot, but I enjoyed every bit of it. I liked it a lot.
Yes. Oh, Alfonso's here.
Hello.
We got to get him on the show sometime.
Yeah.
You're going to be on the show some point, Alfonso. We need to get your input.
Something Batman related?
Here.
Does he do Batman?
He does Night Spike.
Night Spike.
Yes. It's like a little smaller, pudgier Batman.
Right, yes. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have one of those.
Oh, you should.
I do.
Yes.
I'm quite sure I do.
But yeah, I saw Beetlejuice and I'm of the same mindset. Was it needed? Probably not.
No.
Was I entertained? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
And they did a great job working around Jeffrey Jones.
Yep.
Here's one thing.
Okay.
I said I was going to leave the negative out, but I was just going to mention.
Throw it in there.
I haven't seen Beetlejuice in a long time. I have fond memories of it. I wasn't super psyched to see this one, but I was surprised to read some reviews that just labeled it as garbage. They really, really, really hated it. In the same vein, I finally watched Expendables 4. Now, I'm a fan of the first 3 Expendables, and I've heard the same thing, that this one was absolute garbage. I thought it was, if I had to rank it, I'd still put it as 4 out of the 4 movies, but I love all of them. I think they're very entertaining.
I think that's it, you know. And I think it's especially that way when people say, oh, it's garbage, and you watch it and you go, it wasn't that bad. I liked it, you know.
Yeah.
I find that in a lot of negative reviewed movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, even Batman 4. What was that, Batman Forever or Batman and Robin?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin?
Yep.
It was entertaining. Was it good? No. But was I entertained? I was. You know, I was laughing more than I should have.
Okay. Yeah, when it's so bad that you're not doing anything, not reacting at all, or just, yeah.
Like
Question, Rob.
Yeah.
Because you've referenced Batman 4 a couple times now. Is it because Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger recently went viral with a picture of them reuniting?
I heard about that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They had dinner.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I did not know that.
Just, that weird that you bring it up.
I was trying to aim for the lowest rated mass movie that I could ever think of.
Okay.
And it is the dude, just die so we can get on with the show. Oh, James says, has anyone seen the new Crow movie?
I have.
And
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Well, and I mentioned this at GME that
but
it's not a remake of the movie. It's a reimagining of the source material, and it's different enough that you're not reminded of the original movie all the time.
It's different enough that it's not related to the source material.
Well, I enjoyed it,
and that you're not reminded, except you're going to hear the names all the damn time.
Well, not all the damn time, and only a couple of them.
Hey, Alfonso said, I'll do a Batman review. Do it. We'll pick a Batman and we'll have him review it with us.
Sure.
Okay. Next week.
The Batman.
The Batman.
Matt Reeves.
I love that movie.
How does that sound, Alfonso? The Batman, Matt Reeves with Vampire Boy. What's it? Robert Pattinson.
Yep.
Colin Farrell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Penguin's
now
coming.
It makes sense.
Paul Dano.
Penguin's coming, although it's the first episode came out, or
not yet.
I just heard reviews trying to compare it to Sopranos.
I've heard that it's rating higher than the Batman at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That is interesting because Batman was it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
It's really I love it.
I did, but I can also see the problems like what Mike had, where it's a very dark film.
Oh, it is.
It's a literally dark
Yes.
movie, yeah, but not so dark you can't see it.
And some of the audio is hard to hear.
I didn't have that problem.
I even did. Well, particularly at times when they were whispering, and I couldn't even hear that.
We can't take that criticism from Mike. Mike might need to check batteries.
I had
So
a problem
therefore-
with that. I had a problem with the
Do
whispering.
you need to check batteries?
I don't have batteries, and not in that part, anyways.
It might have been the theater then, because literally I had no problem. I saw it in Windsor.
See, I didn't.
Yeah, I had
didn't.
no problem whatsoever.
Okay,
So it might just be the audio at
Maybe.
the theater.
but I have not watched it since. So
Yeah. I know I loved the darkness of it because you have to remember Batman is a nighttime figure. So of course everything's going to be dark.
it was a little too much. Though.
And there was that one scene up in the rafters of the Sportsplex where they're firing machine guns at him. And that's the
Oh, yeah.
only light
Mhm.
for the whole. I love that.
Yeah, that was done well.
That
Yeah.
reminded me of Dark Knight Rises, where he's in the tunnel. You just see the guys are shooting him, and you just see like he's over here, he's over here, he's over here,
Yes.
and he's punching you in the face.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you know what? We should get to our topic a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
We are kind of on it
kind of.
because we're
kinda, sorta.
redoing our top 10 comic book movies.
Yeah.
With the release of Deadpool Wolverine, that whole genre has gotten a reinvigoration.
Mhm.
And it's time to look back and see if our lists still hold up. Now, I look back, I can't find my old list. So,
I had multiple because we've done like our favorite top 10 DC, top 10 Marvel, top 10 non-mainstream, and pre-2000s. I had all those, so I picked through those and then said no. And I changed my mind and decided to go by what do I rewatch the most?
that's what I've always gone by.
So-
It's rewatchability. Like, my number one will always be something I'm putting on in the background for some reason or
Mhm.
watching. So,
Right.
All these movies kind of fit that bill for me.
Toxic Avenger. I don't know if that would be considered a comic book movie, only because the comics came out after the movie came
Yeah.
out.
No, I don't think that would count.
Yeah.
No, never seen that.
Uncle Lloyd released that a long time ago
Yeah.
before they were comics. So,
There is a remake coming.
yeah.
Yep.
Big budget remake with Peter Dinklage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They got Peter Dinklage in it now. That's impressive. Okay, so let's get on this. Number 10, Jason.
All right. Valeria and the City of a Thousand Planets.
What is that? Oh, that's based on that graphic novel.
It's based on a French graphic novel.
Yeah.
2017. Honestly, this movie, I know, like I've watched it so many times now that I realize that the plot is a mess, but it is visually stunning and just a ball of fun.
I've only seen it the one time, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's just fun. It makes me laugh.
I don't
It
normally
still
do
makes
this.
me laugh.
James mentioned Howard the Duck. It almost made my list because
Really?
recently I've been rewatching that bad boy.
I have not gone back to it in a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time.
I have or had the Blu-ray that they put out with like the retrospective.
That's what
making
I've got.
stuff like that.
Well, I've got the basic Blu-ray. It's got a couple of special features, but that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been rewatching it, so it literally almost made my list. But you're right. I know I saw that in the theater.
Oh, see, I wish I would have.
We rented
I really
it.
do.
We
but
rented
I'm
it
not-
for
I'm not
a
Mike.
birthday party, so we're there for the overnight or the weekend. So you watch it like 100 times.
Yep.
But yeah, I just put it on randomly all the time. I like it. That big market scene
Yeah.
is just that to me is one of the coolest scenes in that genre of film.
To me, even the intro,
Yeah, even that
you know,
stunning.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I can't remember a whole lot about it except Ethan Hawke's in it, and I thought Dane DeHaan and
Cara Delevingne.
I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, but it feels like you're coming into the middle of the story. You know, I really needed more filler there.
To me, though, that's the key for a great movie because you feel like you're in a story,
Mhm.
not just I'm picking up at the beginning and there's the end. You know,
Okay.
I like being a slice of life thing where you feel like you're dropped in on a real adventure.
All
you
right.
know? But that's
I
just
can
me.
see that.
James, number 10.
My number 10 from 2004, the original Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Saw this one in the theater at least once or twice. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I think I've probably seen the director's cut more than the theatrical, but they're both the movie's just great. Ron Perlman is awesome in that role. As much as I thought David Harbour did a good job in the remake or the reboot or whatever. Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Carl Roden, guy who plays Rasputin.
Oh, okay.
John Hurt.
See, I got to admit, I've watched it twice. I think it's good. I don't go back to it.
Oh, it's so good.
But I know the comic is amazing,
Yeah.
and apparently the movies pull really religiously from them. Like they make good use of the source material. So I can understand your choice. I just personally, I haven't even seen Golden Army. Got to be honest.
It's good.
I watched the first one like a lot when it was fresh, but I haven't gone back to it in a long time.
Ron
Golden
Perlman.
Army I only watched once.
Second one's good. It gets a little wacky at times.
We need to talk to Alfonso. He is the owner of Studio Comics Press, who publishes comic books. And so far, both of his suggestions are not comic book movies.
Yeah, what the hell?
Mars Attacks is based on a card series. I still remember seeing those cards. I never owned any, but I remember seeing those trading cards, the Mars Attacks.
Nope, I
Nice.
had no idea that was a thing.
Oh, from a long time ago. But okay, where is my number 10? I was just trying to look up the year, but I dropped the ball. This is one of my go-tos a lot. I love it because it's got such an oddball collection of actors. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Chris Pine, and others. The Losers.
Chris Pine's not in The Losers.
Or sorry, Chris
Evans.
Yeah, oops. Wrong Chris.
It is a
You
fun
need to know the
movie.
year, Rob?
Yeah.
It's 2010.
Really?
Yeah, because that's my number one.
That's your number one?
Really?
I watched that movie every few weeks.
Jason Patrick is such a good, sinister villain in that.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
it's like
And we're
an
back
even
to
a
killing them.
goofier 18. It's
That's
a
what it is.
goofier 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I put that movie on so often.
My favorite is Chris Evans in the lobby there.
Yep.
Right? And the people are dropping and they're like, what the hell is he
The
doing?
government
just
did
like-
some stuff,
Yeah.
some butt stuff. All to the tune of Don't Stop Believing.
It is so much
You
fun.
ladies like the angle of the dangle?
See, to me, that's an action movie because it's got the action, it's got the humor, it keeps you entertained.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun one, yeah.
You get Zoe Saldana kicking ass.
Oh, now Alfonso's on board. Okay, love The Losers.
Yeah, that's my number one.
Is he talking about our show?
I hope not.
Okay. Number 9, Jason.
The League
Oh.
of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Well adapted, Alfonso said. Yeah, it was. From the source material, it really was.
Mhm.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I forgot about that. one.
2003. I know it's not very well liked. It's got its following, but
Sean Connery's last movie.
yep,
I had a fun time with
it
it.
is. It's a fun. It's a fun Avengers of that era kind of thing, you know.
I thought Stuart Townsend was pretty
I remember
It's like-
people
'cause
were
he was-
so pissed at him because the way he played Dorian Gray
Yeah.
was how he should have played Lestat in the Interview with a Vampire
Queen of the Damned.
or Queen of the Damned. Sorry,
That's an interesting observation.
that was I couldn't really answer to that because I was not a fan of Anne Rice, but I had so many friends that were all agreed on that sentiment.
Interesting.
Yep. But League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is just so, again, fun. And it still holds up. It still looks good.
It's got-
Outside of that dude with the drinking the whole vial of serum.
oh the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the guy steals it.
Yeah. Not the whole thing.
And the Invisible Man,
yeah, Skinner.
but they didn't have the rights, so they had to be. He stole the formula from the
Yeah.
guy.
James said that was a good one. Wish they did a sequel.
Unfortunately.
Yes, they could have done so well with that franchise too.
They hinted at it, right at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
But, yeah. Like
they always hint at sequels. Always. All right, James. The Crow.
1994 is The Crow.
Yep, that's my number one.
I have no doubt.
That was
But
an,
th-
an
but this-
honorable mention for me. I honestly don't go back to it enough.
This list was so hard for me to whittle down that I love all the movies in my top 10. There are no losers in this list. No pun intended.
Except those losers. But they're the only losers for, I'm taking it too far. Never mind. Alfonso said, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, still very relevant. Another jewel. It is. Like, it was very well under-received, I think. And I'm with James. I wish they had made a sequel. The other James.
Yeah, they definitely had some room to grow there.
Okay, my number 9 is from 1998. The one that really started it all. First R-rated comic book movie, Blade.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it was on my list for a while.
Just so much about that movie pops. Like that opening rave.
Oh yeah, the blood rave.
Exactly.
Tracy Lords.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's her boyfriend. That's the guard.
Is it?
Mike
Okay.
Enos the third.
And Donald Logue.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
an amazing character. in
Yeah,
that
he was
film.
awesome in that. He kept losing his arm.
Yep. Oh,
And
The
then-
Good
and-
Man just keeps on coming.
And then near the end, when they have Blade captured and Frost has got the sword and he's like, put your arm out.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like that. He's like, you serious, man? Because it just grew back. I just got
Alfonso, I love this. He goes, the crow, so awesome. I type slow. Well, and it's also a delay of about 15 seconds, I'm guessing, too, between what we say and seeing anything.
About that,
so.
roughly.
But yeah, Blade, and especially seeing him back in Deadpool and Wolverine was wicked.
Yeah.
We may get one more. He may get his Logan treatment.
Yep.
Reynolds was pushing for it.
I
love the reveal that their feud was bullshit.
Yeah.
well, no, it wasn't bullshit. It was just misunderstood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was he didn't understand Ryan Reynolds. A lot like the Will Ferrell story with
James Caan.
James Caan.
Okay.
It was a lot like that,
Okay.
where Wesley's like, I'm in the zone. We're supposed to be here to act. And he's goofing off. And so it was that kind of thing.
Okay.
Wasn't.
It was also
That's-
the birth. It was also the birth of Deadpool
Yeah.
for Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. That
I remembered watching the behind the scenes.
you watch that film and just look at his character. It's freaking Wade Wilson.
No. But he was doing the interview and
Him and David S. Goyer were talking about making a Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah, no. I understand
Someone
that.
was
I mean,
telling him about Deadpool. He had never heard of it, saying like, if anyone plays Deadpool, you are the guy. And he read the comic panel, and Deadpool described himself as Ryan Reynolds crossed with a Sharpei. He's like, what the hell? Somebody punking me?
Guess I gotta do it now. Okay, Blade number 8, Jason.
Number 8. What was it? My only Marvel movie or my only MCU flick, Iron Man 3.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
That one just it gets me. I think it's how they really ground Tony Stark in that one with his PTSD and whatnot.
Shane Black, his touches to it were also.
Oh yeah, I love Shane Black's style. I do.
Yeah.
His stuff is fun to me.
I hate it here. These people are so weird. Seriously.
And then the house party protocol. Like, come on.
That was cool.
All those Iron Man suits. That was just badass.
I thought Guy Pearce was so good in that movie.
I love the whole
Yes.
Extremis plot line. Like,
Yeah.
I'd
that
never
was-
heard of it. I never heard of it until that movie.
Oh,
neither.
so-
Same here.
He's just like, oh, you breathe fire. Oh, okay.
That was so cool.
I understand people being angry, calling himself the Mandarin, but he wasn't the real Mandarin.
That's
No.
exactly it.
So-
Yeah.
And I like how they worked that into Shang-Chi.
Exactly.
I'm glad we finally got the Mandarin, but he also references
Yep.
that the 10 Rings ripped it off. And then, well, he doesn't say Guy Pearce or whatever, but
All hail the king.
Yeah. All
All
hail
hail the king.
the best, one
Yep.
of the best digital shorts. I wish they'd go back.
I wish they would too. I was just gonna say that.
so
Those
many
one
more of
shots
those.
were amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
And one of them started
a show.
Agent Carter.
Yep. Which I guess there's hot talk of coming back.
Oh, nice.
So
Really?
I still
Yep.
have to watch that.
I liked it. I was really in, but I have fallen off on Marvel. I don't know if I would go back.
The only thing I haven't seen is Echo.
I haven't
watched
watched
the
any of it.
first episode of that. I just haven't gone back to it. And I watched the first episode of Miss Marvel. Those two,
Miss Marvel was fun. You know,
I'm gonna go back to them.
I'll probably never watch it again, but it was fun. Like, I won't discredit
I hear
it.
they canceled She-Hulk.
Oh, did they?
Wah,
I thought
wah.
they did already, like long ago, and that was so stupid. That I would go back to.
Yeah,
That I would go
love
back
that.
to for sure. But like, I thought I would be interested in Agatha, but I'm not.
I'm not.
I-
I do feel the need to rewatch WandaVision, even though it was terrible.
James said he didn't agree with the Mandarin story in Iron Man 3.
Oh, fair enough.
I get it. You know, that's a little much.
He peed in the suit. Yeah, I remember that in Iron Man 3.
That was
Yes.
Iron Man 2. That was Iron Man 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that was number 2.
That was 2 because he
Yeah.
was drunk at the
At the
party,
party.
and
Yep.
that's when Rhodey stepped in. Yes. Yes. And James said he liked Loki. Loki was a good series.
Loki was, yes.
I wasn't as keen about the second season as I was the first. The first was some of the best writing I'd seen,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know?
I agree there, but I was still entranced on that show. And if they did do a third,
Yeah.
I will go back to for sure.
I don't know how they could now. He's trapped in the
I know,
tree.
well,
and
is he?
Well, they could
Yeah.
because whatever they did in Deadpool and Wolverine, I think only one of the cast members from Loki showed up in there. The
Yeah.
and whatever
the lady there.
B13 or
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
She was higher ranked now.
She was
Yeah.
in charge of something.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we? Number 8, James.
Ooh.
Forgot about our top 10, didn't you?
Okay, from 2014.
did.
my only Marvel, specifically Fox Marvel, X-Men Days of Future Past.
Oh, crap. That should have been on my list.
And this is one that I consider it transcends the genre because it's an awesome X-Men comic book movie, an awesome time travel movie, and I don't care if it's the theatrical or the rogue cut, even though I prefer the rogue cut.
I have to say, I think this is one of the better adaptions they've ever done of the source material with their universe.
Oh, you bring the young versions of the characters together with the older versions.
Yes.
Oh,
There's a lot of the Marvel stuff and that movie in particular. I know they're great movies. I like them a lot, but I don't go back to them.
this one I do.
I do too. I watch this one a lot. And it's because the way they twisted it for the universe. Like in the comic books, it's about an assassination of Professor Xavier. Where in this one, it's an assassination of Bolivar Trask because of the Mystique thing. I love how they twisted it, like MCU does, twist things to their universe.
Yeah, and what I love about this one is it jumps years into the future, not like it does with Logan, but it jumps years into the future where they're all united together because all the Sentinels are taking everybody out. And plus, towards the end where everyone's dying or whatever, you get like Magneto and Xavier saying all those years wasted fighting.
And those were cool.
It's just
Sentinels.
like to get but a few of them back or whatever.
Alfonso said Days of Future Past is awesome. And James said, good pick, James.
Oh, thank you, James.
I didn't like Dark Phoenix.
I did, but I get it.
I did ish. You know, I thought they did well in a movie, but that, and I think we've talked about it on this show.
Where none
That
of them
should have
age over
been-
40 years.
Yeah. Well, there's that. But that should have been an arc over movies. That should have been
The Dark Phoenix saga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That should have been 3 to 4 movie lengths.
But that train scene.
That is amazing.
Yes, but one scene does not make a movie.
And that's the funny thing is I watched that right after Civil War and I'm going, okay, you had 6 people fighting on an airport. What the hell?
Yeah.
Look at this train. This is what Civil War should have been. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm sticking with the mutant theme here.
Okay.
My number 8 from 2017, something that was just retconned. Logan.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and I thought about putting that on my list, but I was trying to limit myself to okay, if there was like 3 or 4 Spider-Man movies, I'll pick the one I like the most or the first one. I didn't end up doing all of that, but Logan got cut because of that.
Actually, I think Logan is my mutant movie because I don't have anything else for X-Men on here, so that's my X-Men movie.
It's more of a Logan movie.
I love how gritted and real that movie feels for a comic book movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. It does not feel like a comic book movie.
No, not at all.
Because the comic bookness is so minimal until the final climax.
Yeah, when you have
and even
Wolvie
then
against
it's
Wolvie.
still rather minimal.
Yep. Like, yeah, I adore that movie.
Such a brutal.
Logan, amazing. Thanks, James.
I have not rewatched it. I
Oh,
want
dude.
to.
I haven't rewatched it in a while.
I
but
want to watch Noir.
I've watched it a lot.
Noir's good, just like Mad Max Fury Road, Chrome and Steel is good. I just prefer the colorized version.
I get that.
I'll be sitting here sometimes. I'm tired. I'll throw it on, and I'll get like 30 minutes into it before I nod off.
What I really like
But
are the
love it.
black and white stills that they put out.
Okay.
Those are cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that a good sign though that you put that on and it makes you fall asleep?
It's
For me, yes.
comfort.
It's comforting. Logan will protect you.
Yep. And
Okay.
it's a focus because most of the reason, like, I suffer from insomnia, and that's because my brain won't shut off.
Okay.
I
So
tend to fill my plate up a little more than I should, so my brain is constantly going. So when I put that on, I just focus on it,
Nice.
and
Crystal has this headband earphones that she can sleep with.
oh, neat.
So she puts on Shrek on her
Oh,
phone,
That and
and
Boyd.
and she'll like she has all four of them on her phone, and
Yep.
But Boyd Holbrook.
Yes.
He's just like, as I live and breathe, the Wolverine.
There are movies where you suddenly recognize an actor. And that one for Boyd Holbrook was the one for me.
Just that whole speech about like you were spotted and like, and there were like knife or like slashes and seen as a Bengal tiger isn't around here, and Freddy Krueger is fictional.
That's what it was. Yep. Oh yeah.
Boyd Holbrook for me, yes, he was awesome in Logan, but he really stood out to me. And yeah, I put him on the same level. The Predator.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's so badass.
He
in
takes the gun away
Predator.
from Olivia Munn. He's like, "Give me that, you nitwit!" Flicks her in the nose.
Yep. I love that movie again. Shane Black.
Yeah.
Alfonso said Logan is a great movie. Very raw, but amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. But you're right. Predator. And then I watched The Fugitive with him. He was great in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Him and Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Yep. Where Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh,
Those are the
okay.
two roles. Yep.
Okay.
But there's other movies like Ben Foster. I still remember the very first movie I saw him in, 3:10 to Yuma.
That was the first one you saw.
Yeah.
He is a badass in that. Yeah.
Yes. But it's like, I need to pay attention to this
and
guy.
that's another James Mangold film.
Yep. And yeah, then I started watching Pandorum and
Yeah, I was just watching that the other night.
30 Days of Night,
Yeah.
which will be screening at the Chatham Kent International Film Festival for a midnight screening at our Halloween party. There are so many Ben Foster movies that are
smooth.
amazing, right? X-Men 3, never mind. Okay. Number 7, Jason.
Okay, this is a weird one, but we did have it on a comic book list. 1981 Heavy Metal,
Ah, yes.
because that movie's been with me since my childhood, and it still holds up. I just watched it last week.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm scared to watch it again.
Okay.
I have had too many films from my childhood. I went back and go, oh my God, I love it. And I watch it and it's like, was I on drugs?
Well, this movie was made on drugs. Okay.
Okay.
You got to take that into consideration.
That might help. Yes.
There's one whole scene that's all about drugs.
But it's been breaking my heart. Like I watched V and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
this is horrible.
That's
Oh,
that
right.
I can't.
Why?
I did that like 15 years ago, and I know
That's why this is one of two films. There's another one called Gargoyles. My dad and I used to watch all the time with English muffins and peanut butter and just sit on the couch and watch it. And it scared the crap out of me. I will not go see that one, and I will not touch Heavy Metal for that same reason.
it's dated in its animation style, but animation really doesn't.
The animation was gorgeous.
Yeah, like
You know,
I still it's a period piece. It really is. You could not make the movie exactly like that now. But
yeah.
Love, Death, and Robots is the great successor, and it is at its bare bones. It is Heavy Metal.
For me, it was Buck Rogers.
Oh, I love Buck Rogers.
Which the original like 2-hour movie or whatever, and then the first season still holds up for me. Season 2, they had their budget shifted, and it's not nearly as good. But number 1 is I have the nostalgia feeling, and it isn't ruined for me.
Mhm.
Bitty, 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 bitty. Hey,
Yeah.
Buck.
Yeah, and then they change his voice, and then the fans revolted, and then they bring him back.
Okay, wait a second. I'm having a struggle with math. When are the 5 of us going to sit at a circular table and just talk movies on a podcast? LOL, Heavy Metal Classic.
1, 2, 3.
Huh?
4. Unless he's referencing Alfonso in there.
Maybe he is.
Yeah.
Seems as we're the only 5 people on the
Unless-
show tonight.
Maybe he is. I was going to say maybe he's seeing double, but then he'd be doubling us. I don't know.
Right.
When no one else is chiming in besides Alfonso.
Maybe that's it. Okay. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Oh, he wants Alfonso in
Yep.
there too. Okay.
That is
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Whew. I feel better now. All right. We should do that. We could do that here online. That's easy.
Yep.
James, number 7.
Virtual roundtable.
Right?
Number 7. Oh, almost said the wrong one. All right. From
Don't do that.
2017, Atomic Blonde.
That's my number 5.
Great 80s soundtrack.
I did not realize that was a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's called based on
Cool.
graphic novel called The Coldest City, I think.
Ah, okay.
It's the coldest something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right, though.
That's. I had no idea it was comic book. I don't think I'd ever heard that.
Because I heard they're not only thinking of a sequel to that, but they're thinking of a sequel to the Old Guard as well.
I thought that was already like
yeah,
done.
they're
like,
doing reshoots.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
yeah, I thought that
I
was
still
already
need
coming.
I still need to see the first one.
It was
Uh,
fun. It didn't wow me, but it was fun. It was a nice new thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
the guard, the new
graphic,
guard.
graphic,
The old
Old
guard,
Guard?
yeah.
graphic novel series, The Coldest City.
There it is. Yeah. Okay, but yeah. Oh my God, the fight scenes alone in that film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like she suffers for it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But that's that's a realistic fight.
Those films, or sorry, those fights look so real for film. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's kind of like GoldenEye was the same way. There were fights in that movie that looked legit.
Her and Daniel Bernhardt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, totally worth it. Okay, mine is from 1997, and it's a. I like how they took and made it their own with this one, because when you have Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith together on the screen,
yeah.
you can't help but have that comedic edge in it.
Yep.
So Men in Black, like, I'm over my Will Smith boycott.
I haven't seen that in so long.
I wasn't really on one, but I don't go back
Yeah.
to too many of his films. So
I bought the 4-pack of that because I'd seen the first one in the theater and then a few times on VHS.
I'm like at 4. Wait a minute. Oh, international.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the second one in the theater and haven't seen it since. Although I loved it, I never saw the third one. Just clips when I was working at the theater.
Josh Brolin is amazing in that movie as Tommy Lee Jones.
And the fourth one
Holy.
looked entertaining because of Thor, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Them two together, they have a good chemistry. They've shown it in like multiple films now, and it was okay, but I didn't really care for it. I won't be going back to it. Just like I haven't gone back to any of the other Men in Black movies. Although the first one I could because I watched the hell out of it back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. I didn't realize how many Will Smith movies I watched until I boycotted him. It's like, I'm going to watch. Oh, I can't. I'm going to watch. Oh, shit. So I don't know if I've forgiven him or I just want to watch some movies again.
You know what's probably like the one movie of Will Smith's that I think about the most and would enjoy watching it is The Pursuit of Happiness.
I still haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that either.
That one it just feels so genuine. His performance in it is just so good, and Jaden's performance in it is surprisingly good. But he was also just playing himself, just a little kid.
Yeah.
Way better than After Earth.
All right, Jason. Number 6.
2005 Sin City.
Oh, shitsicle.
That was originally on my list.
Ah,
I watched that. I watched halves of that so many times when I was working at the theater.
I
I
forgot
think it
about
was in
that one.
St. Thomas at the time.
To-
We'd go in and we watch the first half. We'd be on break or the in between our double shifts. Then we'd go in and watch the second half.
to do that movie, an adaptation of that comic, and to be able to pull it off, not only with the story, with the presentation, but with the visual aesthetic.
That's what I like about Zack Snyder as well. They kind of mimicked Frank Miller's visual book style,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Same with they did Watchmen. Like they took actual panels and you visually see them. Like
Yeah.
that was insanely cool. Alfonso agrees you Sin City, but he also said the good thing about Men in Black 1 is that it can be a standalone movie.
Yeah.
And 100% right.
Yep.
It is great all by itself.
Although honorable mention to the cartoon,
Yes.
the animated series, because it was a fun series.
Had a hard time getting into Sin City and The Watchmen.
Oh, I love Watchmen's an honorable mention of mine. Theatrical, director's cut, or ultimate cut. I don't care.
You know what? I'm going to jump ahead of you. My number 7 or 6 is The Watchmen.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yep. And it's for the exact same reason.
It was on my list for so long.
Other than the end, which again, I don't understand why they changed it. Other than the end, that is so close of an adaptation. It's crazy. And the visual, like with the comedians getting thrown out the window, that is literally a panel
Oh,
from the
yeah.
book.
And Rorschach's awesome in that.
Oh my God, yes. So yeah, like Zack Snyder with 300 as well, and Rodriguez, what's his name? Robert Rodriguez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those adaptions are amazing. James, number
Even,
6.
even the sequel to Sin City was good. Not
yeah,
quite as
Dame to
good.
Kill For. It was
I haven't gone back to it. I've watched it once. I don't really
Same
remember
here.
it. So,
It was,
but the first one was just to me was perfect.
okay, number-
Watchmen could be an easy number 1. Yes, it could.
Oh
See,
yeah,
I
it could.
I didn't really care for it, so I don't go back to it.
It,
Except-
it finally got cut.
My next 4 are kind of hard to beat, but we'll see there. Oh, and other James said Spawn.
That was on my initial list.
And it is good. I'm like Jason though, with certain things. I don't revisit that one.
I haven't gone back to it.
No, I haven't in a while. John Leguizamo is awesome in that.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Number 6.
Number 6 from 1995, Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight.
Oh,
Nice.
I love this movie so much. I've seen it so many times on VHS and DVD.
It is fun.
Billy Zane.
I
Watson,
I
look.
rewatched it about a year ago, and it still holds up. It's fun. It is
Watson,
fun.
look, it's Billy Zane. Oh man, and what's his name? William
Sadler.
William Sadler.
William Sadler in a
Oh.
rare starring lead role, basically.
And
Yeah, he's a-
probably one of the all-time greats screaming the word run. I meant to record the sound of it. It's just like somebody smashes through that blood barrier they're having. He's just like, run.
But see, now Hollywood's gone the other way. Now when people say it, it's soft.
Yeah.
Like Aliens Romulus.
Jada Pinkett
Run.
Smith in that movie.
Yeah, a very young Jada Pinkett in
Yeah.
in that movie.
See, now I have a boycott against her now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Billy Zane, one of the best lines in there. Just don't scream. Just listen to what I have to say, and then scream.
Alfonso said, yep, another one. And James said Demon Knight, thumbs up.
You realize if you think about it, Billy Zane was just Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice turned up
Kinda.
to a full R rating.
Kinda. Okay. Number
Thomas Hayden Church. Sorry, I'm done.
No, you're good. Number 5, Jason.
1995's
Thomas
Tank
Hayden Church
Girl.
was in that?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like one of the town folk, I think, that was
Yeah.
stuck in there.
he's one that makes a deal with Billy Zane. He's just like, this hell on earth,
Oh, yeah.
big deal. I got hemorrhoids.
That's right. He sells them out.
I might have
Yeah,
to rewatch that.
1995's Tank Girl.
Oh man, it killed me to cut that.
It still works for me. I still go back to it.
I got him a couple years ago. I watched it finally for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's
Really?
fun,
It is.
but I haven't watched it since.
It's
Great,
just
another
so
great
goofy.
soundtrack.
It is.
And
Yes.
just from what I've seen, because I had never really seen the comic, but from what I'd seen after the fact, it really the chaotic nature of that movie fit the comic.
Yeah, okay. That's
Like-
what I heard too. I've never read the comic either.
Early Naomi Watts too.
James says, I like Billy Z and the Phantom.
I still haven't seen that,
Yes.
and it's not easy to find.
And see, but with Tanker, like I said, amazing soundtrack. That's it. That's pivotal for some certain films, like unlike the new Crow film. When you have that wicked soundtrack, it just pulls you in.
And then you've got the Rippers, the Kangaroo Men,
Ice-T and Jeff Kober.
Ice-T, Jeff Kober. When we went to London Comic Con, Jeff Kober was there.
What?
Oh yeah, I remember we talked with him.
We talked with him, and I said, "Yeah, you were great." And he was expecting like his spot on Walking Dead was fresh.
Yeah.
And so was Sons of
I brought up
Anarchy, yeah.
I brought up Kindred the Embraced and Tank Girl, and his eyes kind of twinkled a little bit, like, Wow. Okay.
My first experience with him was the first Power.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
But yeah, I would have fanboyed to him about Walking Dead.
See, he was good on there. I loved him in Sons.
Yeah.
But-
He was great on both those
Yeah,
things.
chatting with him about Kindred, that was
And
awesome.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Just so many good roles
Yeah.
for him.
There you go. Alfonso says Tank Girl, awesome or super.
Yeah.
And God, I honestly would like to see a remake of Tank Girl. I would like to see a new Tank Girl movie.
You need someone like Lori Petty in that role, though.
And I know everybody immediately goes to Margot Robbie. No,
No.
go with the other one.
There's a difference between a Tank Girl, Lori Petty, and a Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie.
Samara Weaving.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen Guns Akimbo, she can go to that
Okay.
level.
Oh, Guns Akimbo is so good. And Ready or Not.
You ready or not? Yes.
Yes.
I just.
Oh,
she's
have you
great.
seen Mayhem?
I love Mayhem.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That's him, her, and Stephen
Steve-
Yin
Oh man.
trapped in a building with a rage virus.
I've heard of
Yeah.
it. Yes, I haven't seen it. Okay.
have to fight their way to the 10th floor.
Number 5.
5. Ooh. Okay. From 2005, Constantine. They've
Oh,
delivered the sequel
yes.
script.
Yes, you know what? I do need to rewatch it. I liked it, but I hadn't gone back to it too many times. But I know I liked it a lot. And now that they're doing a sequel,
This is so weird for me because I'm the one, whatever. It's a movie adaptation of a comic. You got to give it some. I cannot get past he's not English. I cannot get past he's not blonde.
okay.
I can't. I have tried.
They did a great TV show. I really wish they'd continued
Right?
with
He
that.
still plays it.
Yeah, I
He
know.
still
but
plays
they-
the character in
That is
animated form.
Constantine. That
He
is
has
Constantine.
epitomized. He kept it going in Legends of Tomorrow,
Yep.
and he still does them in the animated form.
But I still think this is an awesome movie.
And the movie is good.
I asked you to
know.
move, I told you to move the car. You did, John. You told me to move the car, but you didn't say that there was a giant 10-foot mirror with a demon in it coming down. I would have moved it a little further. Shia LaBeouf.
I think that might have been one of the other things that bugged me too, because that's
it wasn't the
not
same. Yeah,
that's not how that guy acts at all in the comic.
No,
I know.
that was
hardcore
such a departure.
fans, the hardcore fans of Constantine, they didn't.
But I'm the
But-
guy sitting here going, you got to separate them, and yet I can't for that film, and I don't know why that one is special.
Well, everyone has their thing with that.
Yeah.
I had no experience with Constantine before watching that movie. So-
Neither have I. Neither had I.
Constantine, he wants to do another one. They are.
They
doing another
delivered
one.
the sequel script.
Yeah.
First script has been delivered.
Constantine, love to watch it. Best devil ever. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I saw a video where they talked about the best performances with one scene, and he was in there, and
Stormare?
he deserves. Yes.
yeah.
Totally deserves it.
Just the way
Yes.
just his entrance alone, the black drippage, and then the feet
Yep.
just land lightly. You know.
I just love like Constantine going up to heaven. He just looks back and he just gives him the finger.
Okay, next up we have to have hashtag Tom Cruise for Lobo because we haven't said that in a while.
That's true. Yeah.
That has been a while.
4, Jason.
2010's Red.
Oh yeah,
I
And
forgot.
It's another. That's another one of those hidden Vertigo titles.
I totally forgot about
And
that.
God damn it! That and Red too. They're both
Oh my
just
god.
so much fun. You get the elderly secret agents that ain't passed, they ain't done yet,
Oh man.
and it's such a great cast.
poking John Malkovich's body with a pin. Really, he
Yep.
does this a lot.
And of course I'm getting the pig.
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I
the
know
pig, the pig that hides a grenade launcher.
Those were characters they could just go crazy with.
yeah.
It's
Both of those are
so
great.
fun.
Oh, and what's his name?
Brian Cox.
Brian Cox and Helen Mirren.
Oh, their romance.
Yeah.
When she comes out and to work that machine gun in that beautiful gown with those heels, she gets out and Malkovich is waiting for her. She slips off the heels, puts on combat boots.
Now I'm ready.
Moldova sucks.
Moldova sucks.
All right, James, what's your number 4?
My number 4 from 2002, Road to Perdition.
Oh,
I've never watched
I've
it.
never watched that.
I heard it's
Gorge-
incredibly depressing.
It has depressing moments.
I-
It is a gorgeous
so it's
movie.
the depressing movie.
Well, it's not a happy movie, no. But Tom Hanks, Paul Newman,
real quick. James said Red. Didn't know Red was a comic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that was like I
Yeah.
said, one of those Vertigo titles
his
that flies
name?
under the radar.
Jude Law. Oh man, it's a beautiful movie. Daniel Craig,
I've wanted to
pre-Bond
see it.
Daniel Craig.
I've wanted to see it. It just keeps slipping off my radar for some reason.
It's so.
I heard
good.
it's incredibly depressing, so I don't want to watch it.
Sad movie.
I still wish they had included. There's a deleted scene with Anthony LaPaglia playing Al Capone.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's deleted. And you got Stanley Tucci in there playing Frank Nitti. Yeah, it's a
Is it that far back? Like that?
2000. Oh yeah, well yeah, it takes place in Capone era
Oh, okay. Might have to watch it.
because Tom Hanks's character used to do work for them.
And then if I don't like it, I'll watch The Untouchables and I'll be happy again.
Ugh.
It's gonna
Stop it. Stop it. My number 4. This is my only MCU title in here.
Okay.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
I had a hard time deciding on which of those
I-
to include before I cut it.
Before you got rid of him completely. A, B, A, fuck it.
Well, I was going with Homecoming, just because it was the first one and Michael Keaton.
Well, see, this one I liked because it did that multiverse thing, which was cool to bring back the other Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But also the way they tricked us all into an origin story we didn't know we were watching. I thought that was freaking brilliant. Because literally, when No Way Home ends, we now have Spider-Man in his suit,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Off to New York living by himself, just like the comic.
Yep.
We literally watched a 3-movie origin story
Yeah.
and we didn't know it.
Yep.
I
If-
thought
if-
that was
if-
brilliant.
Originally, I was going to pick Far From Home. Far From Home is probably still my favorite out of that trilogy because of Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie and the way that just all the shit that doesn't end up being real, and the fact that he kept bringing back Tony Stark, Fire Ease.
Well, the way they looped it in to
Yeah.
that whole, I think it was Iron Man 2, wasn't it? Or no, Civil War, where they
Oh.
had the barf,
Yeah,
right?
Mm.
They looped it right back in there. And like I said earlier, I love it when they can twist a story into their universe. And that Mysterio
Ralphie's
origin
in
was
there
great.
too, and
Yeah, like
yeah,
it was so well done. And again, that's exactly why I like this one the best. They warped Peter Parker's origin story into a 3-movie deal.
Mhm.
You didn't even know you were watching.
yeah.
Yeah. No Way Home. Is a great film. I loved it. I don't rewatch it, but yes, it does so much great stuff. Redemptions of a lot of those villains and stuff. You know, you get those last moments,
Except one.
and Defoe having
Yeah.
having like, what the hell? What kind of performance is he doing at that age?
But I love them. I
A
love
really
them.
good
on.
one.
I love them talking about how dark their lives got as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially at the Andrew Garfield one, I love
Yeah.
because it takes place right after the death
God,
of Gwen
I wish
Stacy.
they would pull the trigger and give us one more for him.
Yeah,
They set the seeds for it, and the fans want it. I know that sentiment is out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should do it. Okay, before we go, I'll just jump to this.
No, they're gonna put out another Venom movie.
I heard they canceled the second Spider-Verse movie. Nope, because it's not second; it's the third.
third, and it's been delayed, not
Yeah.
canceled.
They're just making sure their I's are dotted, their T's are
I heard
dotted.
a rumor that it delves into a lot of live action,
Oh, interesting.
but I don't know if that's true. It's just a rumor.
We will find out. Now, number 3, Jason.
Number 3, 2010, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yes, that one is so much fun.
It is. That's just it. It's a video game movie that worked because they don't take themselves seriously. The whole video game aspect is a part of the movie.
Yep. I love that. There's so many sound effects from all the video games
Yep.
and
Icons
text
pop up,
over. Yep.
the whole get a life thing.
James said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's just delayed. It is coming." Yeah, I'd be popping if they just, we're not going to give you the end. Bullshit.
But and you talk about casting, like that cast is
nailed
so much fun.
Brandon Ruth.
And Chris Evans.
Yep.
Tom Jane.
Yes.
Oh yeah, when the vegan police bust in.
And even Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim.
He was spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on.
That was so good.
I just,
You're right.
I the only reason I have trouble watching it at times is because of Schwartzman,
Why?
because of my kids,
Too
my
snarly?
boys. No, my boys.
Well, they don't like him?
There's some meme or something of Jason Schwartzman. So that's all I hear when I see
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's kind of like me trying to watch Giancarlo.
Esposito.
No. From the what's it called? The Toronto show, Force Point. No.
Counterpoint.
Flashpoint?
Enrico
Flashpoint.
Colantoni.
Giancarlo
And
Collis-
Enrico Colantoni.
Enrico Coles. There we go.
Veronica Mars's dad?
I cannot hear anything but the aliens from Galaxy Quest.
Oh.
It has ruined my buddy's film.
I avoid that movie enough that I don't hear that voice.
I'm literally watching my friend's film. It's called The Dark Stranger, and it's about this comic book character coming out of the book, coming to life and stuff.
Cool flick, by the way.
It is really good. But I'm watching it going, Enrico, I know this guy from, Flashpoint. That's right. And then about 3/4 of the way through, it's like Galaxy Quest. And I can't not hear him talking like that anymore now.
See, and I saw him even before that in a low rent flick called The First 100 Million.
Yeah.
And it's about a marketing guy who quits his big marketing job to try and find the next big thing, and he goes to this like weird tech campus, and Enrico Colantoni plays like the top dog asshole there.
I don't know what I saw him first in, but I think it was Veronica Mars.
Just a second. I have to do a plug.
Okay.
If you're a fan of Galaxy Quest, make sure you come to ThunderCon. It's September 21st and 22nd. Meet Jeb Reese. Okay. There we go. I gotta start.
Nice. Nice. Hey, no, you're hustling, man. I appreciate the hustle.
Fonso said, super Scott Pilgrim, great adapt. A way of panel motion to screen is fantastic. Yes.
Yep.
That's another one.
Yeah,
All right.
they do that a bunch.
James, number 3.
Who the hell was he? Oh, yeah, he is in Westworld. Enrico Colantoni.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's in Westworld season 3 for a few episodes.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of 3, what's your number 3?
My number 3 from 2020, released during the pandemic to very little fanfare. The Empty Man.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what most people's think was.
Huh?
I've heard of it.
It's awesome.
I never
but-
heard of it, and that's a comic book.
It's based on a graphic novel.
Okay.
Graphic novel series, although probably very, 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 very loosely based. It was
Like
dropped.
the Lawnmower Man.
It was dropped with very little promotion. It doesn't have a physical release because it didn't make enough money, but I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
And
sounds like
it's-
the Lawnmower Man. It's an adaptation in title only.
Yeah, and
Because I've heard of it, I've just never watched it.
it's a former cop who's a PI now investigating the disappearance of his friend's daughter, and there's this mystery surrounding this cult that worships this demonic entity known as the Empty Man. So
Never heard of it.
I think I have to watch that. It does sound interesting.
James Badgedale is the lead in that.
Oh,
James Badgedale.
He was season 2 of 24. He was in 13. I've mentioned him before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, he's from Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
He's the extremist dude, the one that sits with Happy Hogan there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I have a face. Thank you.
He melts the water tower.
Yep. No, I have a face now. Okay. I didn't know his name, but okay.
Yeah.
I assume Alfonso says, what? Can you share more? He's talking about Empty Man. So I think we've just filled him in on that one. You got to watch it. That's all there is to it.
He's about the only recognizable star. Well, Stephen Root has a single scene cameo.
Oh, you're almost hooking me with Stephen Root.
He does a monologue because he's sort of like the head of the cult, and he's like doing a speech, and he sort of sits down with James Badgedale and gives him a lowdown on the Empty Man concept.
We all have to watch it as proud Canadians. Detective Villers is played by Ron Canada.
Oh yeah.
I hope he's Canadian.
No, he's not. But
American actor and producer.
American.
That's just so wrong,
he has to change his name.
right?
Like he can't legally come to Canada with that name, can he?
You can be Ron USA.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We save Canada for Canadians.
There's a wrestler who does that everywhere he goes. He's Johnny this, Johnny Impact, Johnny.
Let me see. Oh, crap. My number 3 is 300
Nice.
because again, the adaptation is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the story is so good as well.
Another one I hated to
Like-
cut.
An early Michael Fassbender in there,
Yeah.
right?
Really?
Stelios.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he killed it. Do you remember when they're all standing there, the 300, and he's talking to people, and the guy goes, "We are with you forever, Leonidas." That's Michael Fassbender.
Oh, cool.
He's the one that says we're going to make our wall bigger and jumps and cuts the guy's arm off.
Okay.
So yeah,
And he
he's
starts has a laughing fit under the shield, saying like, "We're
Yep.
gonna stand in the
we'll fight in the shade.
fight in the shade."
You know?
And there's a Canadian in that movie. He's
hope
one
so.
of the advisors. It's what's the hell's his name?
Ron Canada.
No,
See, I had I actually was a fan of the original comic that came from.
Yeah. Oh, that graphic novel was so good.
I saw that. I picked that one up instantly when I saw Frank Miller.
oh, two
And
Canadians.
That I saw the art style. Yeah, I was hooked. And to know that it was a historic, it's
Guy
a
who plays the
historic
giant
legend,
is
you know?
Canadian,
Yep. I remember that.
and Stephen McHattie,
Yes.
who was also in Watchmen.
It was also in the Dark Stranger.
I don't recognize that name.
He was the Dark Stranger. Number 2, Jason.
Number two is it's a 2-pack. You know me, 2015, 2017, the Kingsman movies.
Can't get away from having just one movie. No.
The Kingsman movies. I just
Oh, that's
God damn it. They're just
I recently
so
rewatched,
much silly fun.
recently rewatched those with my wife.
The
And I
Immortals.
still think the first one is good. The second one isn't as bad as I remember because it's a little on the silly side.
Here we go. 300 and the Immortals.
I do
Put
wanna
their
watch-
name to the test. I
Nice.
think he said that by a couple things. We'll put that name to the test.
The sequel, the sidequel for 300 is pretty good.
It was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the angriest sex scene I've ever
Oh,
seen in
yeah.
a film.
But it is the reason I am scared of Gladiator 2
Yeah.
because you kill off all your main characters in the first one, but there's a sequel. Okay. Maximus is dead.
Yeah.
So is Joaquin Phoenix. Like, what story are they telling? It's the kid. I know.
Yeah.
But
But it is Ridley Scott coming back to it.
it doesn't matter. Look at Prometheus.
I have no interest.
Prometheus is awesome.
I'm not interested.
Alien Covenant is like one of the best ones.
Okay, Prometheus, I'll give you. Covenant. James, number 2.
Number 2, 2000. Both of my 2 and 1 are both from 2005. 2005, A History of Violence.
Yes.
Viggo Mortensen. It's a David Cronenberg movie.
And it has another distinction, which I just remembered last week when I was on the radio station.
What's that?
It is the last movie to be produced on VHS.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
2006, I think it was. It
Huh.
was the last mass marketed VHS copy of a movie.
Nice. Yeah, it is such a good movie.
Vigo's so good, but he's good in everything.
Ed Harris,
Yeah, exactly.
William Hurt with a Oscar nomination.
Like, Monica Bellucci was in that too, wasn't she?
No,
Who plays his wife?
Maria Bello.
Maria
thank
Bello.
you,
There we
Maria
go.
Bello.
Oh, that's who I meant. Why did I say Monica Bellucci?
Oh, she's in
M&B
Beetlejuice.
names?
Beetlejuice.
I
Yes,
think, yeah.
Monica Bellucci was in Beetlejuice.
And you know what's funny is I saw the name on the screen and I'm waiting for her. It's like where she wasn't in the film, but I'm thinking Maria Bello.
You got the two of them mixed up.
Yep, I'm
Ah.
mixing up.
A lot of good Canadian actors in that movie.
All right, my number 2, again, kind of what re-kicked this, but it's from 2016. It's the original Deadpool.
Nice.
That was
I-
on my list.
I watched that one so much.
Everyone fears
Again.
the T-Rex.
I haven't gone back to them.
Oh,
I
your
watched them a
poor
bunch
wife.
when they come out, and then I don't.
Oh.
So
It's still my
Oh.
favorite out of those 3.
Oh my god, yeah. Like I love watching Once Upon a Deadpool when I go to 2. You know, because the Fred Savage stuff is just brilliant. But Deadpool, again, not only because it's so much fun, because of what it broke. You know, it said, look, comic book movies can be fun.
yep.
You know, they don't gotta be dark, they don't gotta be stupid, they can be fun. And yeah, I love it. Okay, now we're on to number 1, Jason.
You already know mine.
Oh yeah, actually, we know mine. The Crow.
Oh yeah, yours is the
Yep.
Crow. Yours is the Losers.
Yep.
James. It's all you, buddy.
Oh yes, remember the 5th of November.
V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah,
See, I haven't gone back to it since it first came out. I should.
I watch it
I
every.
absolutely should.
I watch it every few years because it's just staggeringly awesome.
Always breaking the fourth wall. Deadpool. He broke the 16 walls.
Yes, he
Remember in the
did.
laundromat scene?
Yep.
What do you say? Like 4 square? That's like 6. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
16 walls.
fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's
Yeah.
like 16 walls. Yes. But yeah, V for Vendetta. That was the movie that made me respect Hugo Weaving far more than anything else.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Because that was so many people turned it away because I don't want to wear the mask all the time.
There wasn't enough of like I had only ever seen, I think before that was Matrix.
Yeah.
So to see him not in that,
James has never. James,
Wow.
do you know what? Give it a good, honest watch.
Yeah,
there.
I second that
I'm
one.
pulling the card on that one.
James McTeague, who was he like a cinematographer or visual effects artist for the Wachowskis. This was his directorial debut.
And it's you will want to read the comic, but it is so closely adapted. It is so good. Yeah,
that's what I have
Oh,
heard. Because
man.
I never did read the original graphic novel,
Yeah.
but I did hear from fans of it that it's a really good adaptation, and it was a great film.
yes,
Again,
we got it.
haven't watched.
Yeah.
So good.
Natalie Portman, Stephen Rea.
Yeah,
Oh, what's his name?
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving, obviously. Another great John Hurt performance.
Mm-hmm.
The one who plays Uncle. Oh my God. The hell's
Uncle
his
Howdy?
name? No. Uncle
Sam?
he's like Natalie Portman's boss at the TV station.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm drawing. I can picture him in my head, but I'm drawing a blank.
Stephen Fry.
Okay, I didn't know that was his name. I never would have guessed it.
Well, that's the actor's name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I never would have guessed it.
I if I would have known the face, I would have, but I
Yeah,
don't remember the movie enough.
but that is a good one. That was actually one of my honorable mentions, which I also had. Well, I'm going to throw them out real fast. I had X-Men, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Joker, Avengers Endgame, The Old Guard, and Dark Knight.
Oh,
Those are the ones I couldn't get into my list.
Dark Knight, Joker, Wanted, Watchmen.
Wanted is a good one.
The Batman, and I'm alone in this. I know I had this in my top 10 until I got here and I cut it. Was Jonah Hex.
I've never watched it. I can't criticize it until I watch it.
I love it.
I think I did, and I didn't. I don't
I know
remember anything.
I know Josh Brolin hates it, but I enjoyed it.
I only had 2 honorable mentions because was where I was willing to cut it off because I would have had 20.
I still have to see The Old Guard.
The other James said The Old Guard, and Alfonso said number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. Yes.
Yeah, it's classic.
It is a
The Crow was
classic.
one of my honorable mentions, but the other one, and I just rewatched it again, The Suicide Squad.
Well,
Yeah.
Like the second one, just to me is just it's
I
so fun. Again, using that word, but that's what's important.
I
right?
had the first one on my list for the longest time because it's better.
I think that's her best Harley performance.
It was good. I
I have more respect for the Peacemaker character after seeing the TV show.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
but knowing where that goes made that even better for me.
And I have to admit, I think the thing I love the best about The Suicide Squad is the opening.
Yep.
Because literally you get this massive group, you get to the beach and they all die. And
The
it's like,
bait
what
and
the
switch, the
fuck?
That's
massive
what
bait and switch.
You got to watch the pitch meeting. The guy does that. He's like, "Oh, and we'll have like Pete Davidson as this, and what does he do? Die almost immediately." He's like, "Oh my God, what is happening here?" And like Captain Boomerang comes back, and what does he do? Dies almost immediately.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Go ninja, go.
Oh God, no, that was the sequel.
That was the second
Don't
one, but
forget-
it still counts.
And also a very young
Kevin Nash.
Sam Rockwell.
Oh yeah, from the first one.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the gang dudes.
One of the
Yep.
foot
See,
soldiers.
that's fun to watch. Like I just recently rewatched Fast Time, and you see Nicolas Cage in the back in the fryer. You know,
Mhm.
it's just you get these old.
That's another one from my childhood, but I have not
Oh.
gone back to. But
That was from my adulthood, and I really don't want to go back to that.
I had to. I help out on the radio show now, they do what's called Alana's old news movie reviews,
Okay.
because Alana has never watched old movies.
Okay.
Right? She's barely watched new movies. So Chris will task her with a film, and then she comes back and does a review. So they have me on there to help,
Okay.
and I watch it the night before with her, and just,
Okay.
So I had to
Cool.
rewatch it recently because she was told to watch it.
Okay. Cool.
It's fun. To me, it doesn't age as well
No,
as you
yeah,
want it to.
that's my worry. That type of film may not.
And see, I have such a hard time after watching Sean Penn in all these amazing roles, and then you see him as Spakowski, and it's like, that's just wrong.
No, that's range.
That's
You see what
wrong.
you saw where he came from.
Yes. Don't know if I don't want anyone to come from there,
No.
but okay. So there's our top 10.
Phoebe Cates.
And yeah, that scene holds up.
Yep.
Probably better than it would today.
I-
That's horrible. Never mind. Okay.
Hey, there's a film festival coming up.
Right. The
Yeah.
Chatham Kent International Film Festival.
When is it, Rob?
It's October 24th to 27th.
That's
I
a
just
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes. And I am super pumped for that. It opens the Thursday night with a screening of Jaws.
Yes.
Who,
With Jeff Voorhees in attendance.
yes, that's going to be the fun part, because he was 12 years old when they made that film.
Wow.
So he's been telling me some very interesting stories. So yeah, you'll get to hear all about.
I know I'm going to end up hearing it right from him, but the story of him reconnecting with the woman who played his mom.
Yes,
Like, I love that story.
that was so nice.
That's a nice story.
The other really cool thing. How do I do this again? I haven't used this in so long. Share.
Careful, don't kick us out of the stream.
No, I won't do that twice. Boom, there we go. Our Halloween party.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. It is Saturday night, October 26th at the Kiwanis Theater,
At the Kiwanis Theater.
right in the theater.
Okay.
So far, what we have
I thought
planned,
you told me the Capitol, and I was like, that was confusing me.
that's where Jaws is screening.
Oh, okay.
Everything else is at Kiwanis.
Okay. Okay.
And right now we have Sean Lloyd from Party Time DJs coming in for music.
Mhm.
We're going to have a costume contest. We have some prizes. Lens Mills and Litany Cosplay Supplies have donated prizes
Nice.
we can give away to the winners. We're going to have some door prizes to give away. I know I have a couple bubble clamshell DVDs of Jaws. I'm going to get Jeff to sign so we can give them away,
Cool.
plus some other things. And then at midnight, we will be screening 30 Days of Night.
Awesome flick.
Yes.
Which nearly made my list.
Yes. In front of that, and I got to put it on here. I'm surprised I didn't. We have two of our short films, Within These Walls and Hellbound Taxi will
Nice.
be playing before that film.
How about Taxi? I remember. I'm struggling on the other one.
It was one of the later ones that came in,
Uh-huh.
and Walter's in it. Walter Riggy.
Okay. I vaguely remember that
Yes.
one. I remember seeing one with him. There were so many movies, man.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So many, and I watched them all.
We got I'd say our account went up about 15% more than we did last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I got through them all. I did.
So yeah, that's a big one. Our Halloween party. And then also, if you are a Jaws fan, remember we do have the Alex Kittner Roadshow beforehand. So starting Tuesday, October 22nd, we're going to be at Studio Comics Press, which is Alfonso's store. That's from noon to 2. And then that night we'll be in Windsor from 6 to 8 at the Windsor Center for Film and Digital Media.
You're spending a little bit of time on the highway there.
Yes. Then Wednesday morning, noon to 2, we'll be in Sarnia for Future Pastimes. And then in the afternoon from 6 to 8 at LA Mood, Gord's store. Gordon Carroll, amazing people. And then finally Thursday from 2 to 4, we are going to be at the GME, the Game Masters Emporium.
I know that place.
And then off to the screening for 7. So, yes, if you want a chance to chat with Jeff. Oh, there's Roxy. Yay. Yes. So we'll be coming to see you, Roxy. Roxy works at Studio Comics with Alfonso.
Nice.
So we will see you Tuesday morning, probably about 11, but Tuesday morning, we'll be there getting ready for the noon meet and greet.
Your timing worries me there, dude, but we can talk about that off air.
Timing?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you had to get from Kitchener to Windsor, and you've only given yourself a 4-hour window.
Yep. It's only 3 hours.
Yeah, good luck with traffic.
Actually, once you get past London, it's a breeze.
Okay.
It's just from London to Toronto
All
is
right.
bad.
I just
So
that's too narrow of a window for my personal liking. I'm just gonna say.
ain't nothing but a thing. When do tickets go on sale for the Capitol? They actually don't. This is a screening at the Capitol. They only sell them at the door. It's $7,
Okay.
but it's at the door.
$7 at the door.
Yeah. It's they're putting it as part of their Wednesday movies,
Okay. Yep.
but they just moved it to Thursday
Sure.
to coincide with the film festival.
Perfect.
So $7, or if you have that movie card,
Yep.
in you go for free.
Yeah. I think my kid has that.
Yeah. Then so be there early. This might be like the old style, Star Wars, people get in line and get their tickets.
I'm definitely I love watching Jaws on the big screen, and I didn't get to the Highland this year, so I'm looking forward to this.
You got it. We're bringing squirt guns.
Oh, a splash zone?
No, I'm not, but still. And then real quick, here are our nominees. I'm not going to list them all, but all of these films, if you watch our trailer, it is some of the highlights from some of the people that have given us trailers already. So maybe
Okay.
I should bring that up, is what I should bring up. Here. Crap. I just remembered audio won't play.
Yeah, so yeah, you can't. So, oh well. Just where can they find it, Rob?
If they want more information, you can go to the website here, which is chathamkiff.com. And it has everything you need right here.
And you can also find it on Facebook.
Yes, the Chatham Kent International Film
If you're
Festival.
a Facebook person, it's there.
One of the other things, I guess I should throw this out real quick. This is the first year we're doing the Chatham Kent Youth Film Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And it was open to kids in public and secondary school, or elementary and secondary school.
Yep.
And we got them from all over the world.
Yeah.
We were just targeting Chatham Kent,
Mm-hmm.
but once I put it up and people just started reading Film Freeway, they started submitting.
Yep.
So
and there was some, considering the age of the people involved, there were some really good entries there.
Yes. Oh, there's Alfonso. I'm coming to watch them. Good man, Alfonso.
Nice.
But yeah, so that is the only screening that's a little awkward because it's geared towards school.
Mhm.
So it's Friday the 25th at 1 p.m.
Nice.
because that way students can come from schools, come to watch. But yeah, so we have a lot of fun stuff planned. Look at that.
And there's some cool flicks in this year's selection. So
Yes.
yeah, we had some good entries.
So make sure you come on out. And I got to be honest, we were looking at the pricing. The pricing this year is actually not bad at all.
Yeah.
Like you can get what we call our ultimate pass for $50, and it's everything for the weekend.
If you're a film buff, that's definitely worth it.
Yeah. The cheapest one is the $10 pass for Friday, and then it's $15 for Saturday or $15 for Sunday. You can get all of that in the festival pass for $35. The Halloween party is $25, or like I said, you get everything for $50.
Mm-hmm.
So it is so reasonably priced. Like,
Are there, for the Halloween party, a ticket that's limited at all, or
limited-ish, yes.
okay?
Like once we start to hit a certain number, we're going to start pulling back on them.
Okay.
But
okay.
at the moment, they are.
It just opened, so
Yeah.
tickets still available.
James says, can we bring our own chairs to the Kiwanis Theater? They are so uncomfortable. Honestly, do you know what I do? I bring one of those neck pillows that you use for traveling, and I sit on one of those.
That's like a hernia pillow.
Kinda, because it's got the hole in the middle.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I do, because they're not the most comfortable. I will confess.
I've been tempted to bring. I have like this camp chair, but it's like a hammock, like it swings. Set that up in the one back corner.
I would do that. But yeah, honestly, if you want to come, bring a small cushion,
I
or
do recommend it.
that little neck pillow is perfect.
I love the Highland cinema, but them, just like they have the old style, just like Kiwanis, they kill
Yeah.
my butt. Capitol's not much better, honestly,
Yeah,
but
little softer,
a little bit better.
but it's still the old style theater seats.
Yep.
And I know they've been talking about replacing them.
It would be nice.
That picture there is during the screening of Unfriending.
Okay.
So you can see the chairs. They are the old style.
Yeah.
But all right, I guess we've pushed that enough.
It's coming, folks.
Yes. End of October.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And if you are super bored, this weekend is Crowfest.
Yep.
I know I'm not going to be in town, but I will miss it. I am so sad. But James said my back was killing me after The Crow. And that's the biggest thing. That's, like I said, that's why I use that neck pillow, because it gives you that pressure off your back.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Well, guys, awesome list.
Yes, this was a good one.
Yes.
And next week we're gonna have Alfonso on.
Yes, next week, Alfonso,
to talk about the Batman.
Make sure you're ready. I'll keep poking him. Okay. As much as I can. I'll be gone this weekend, but I'll poke him.
Okay.
I'll find ways to poke him.
Okay.
Be ready, Alfonso.
You can hire that out. There are people that'll do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
Just gonna knock on the door, opens the door, poke, and walk away.
Okay. Oh, yes, Batman. All right.
The Batman. The Batman.
Oh, wait, yeah. Make sure it's the Batman with Matt Reeves,
Pattinson.
director.
Yes.
Yes. And awesome show, guys. Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
James.
James.
That was great.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. In that case, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Toodles.
I'll say shut up!